Hi, it's Dr. Kent Weathers again, and it's time for the Root Tip of the Week. Today we're going to talk about a pearl. I'm sure you've heard that if you had one pearl from anything you hear, a DVD or a seminar, it's all worthwhile. Well, I don't entirely agree with that. I think if you only get one pearl, you've gotten cheated. So we're going to give you a string of pearls today. So we're going to give you several pearls today, and before we get right into that, I'd like to talk about the magic trick of the week. So let's see what we can do that would be magical. White knife. I'll even open it up so you can see it better. But what I can do is change the color of the knife simply by holding my hand over it. Now it's black. And I'm going to show you how this works in just a second here. And to change it into a white knife, we simply wipe our hand across it. This is a real simple trick. It's something you can do with this knife, or you can do it with a swizzle stick or just about anything. And basically what you're going to do is you show both sides of the knife, and then you wave the knife a little bit and it turns into a white knife. And then you can show both sides of the white knife again, and then you just wipe your hand over it and it turns black. Or you can put it in your hand and it comes out the other side, black. Now the way this works is very, very simple. To learn the secret to this and other magic tricks in this series, go to EndoRootCamp.com. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the magic trick of the week. But right now, let's talk about the secret. The first pearl we're going to talk about today, systems. Everything you do in your practice should be all about systems. And let me take a close-up look at some of the things that will help you make your practice more efficient, and a systemized approach is the secret. So let's look at a few of these systems. Now, it will drive you and your assistant crazy if you have to look all over the office for some of the things that you need to complete your treatment plan with. So I'm going to suggest that everything be laid out before you ever start the root canal. No exceptions. And on the tray, we've got a high-speed handpiece with a number 4 round burr for molar access, or a number 2 round burr for anterior teeth. And there's also an LA access burr. We've talked about those before. High-speed handpieces all along here. We also have a sonic instrument with a Shaper Sonic file in it, 3-way syringe, lubricating, irrigating materials, all your standard instruments, a measuring block, all the files and the reamers and everything that you would need right at your fingertips. So in no time do you have to go look for more additional supplies. Go down to Bed Bath & Beyond and pick up one of these little roll-around carts. I think they're primarily designed for maybe a microwave cart or something like that. But put everything that you need on that cart so you don't have to go running around the office looking for stuff. This is a very inexpensive deal. It's got nice wheels on it, rolls from room to room, so you've always got what you need at your fingertips. This is just a little closer view of the cart, and you can see the electric motor is on here, all the supplies you need for starting and finishing the root canal. There's a touch and heat instrument for melting the gutta percha, apex locator, foot pedal, all the things that you would need to have right at your fingertips. And here's another instrument that I really like. It's called the Universal Placement Instrument. And this was designed specifically for our course. And at one end it looks a lot like a standard plastic instrument, but it's much longer and wider, and on the other end is a small plugger. So it's a very versatile instrument. Now the other thing you want to do is be sure and have all of your instrumentation laid out. And I like to use one of these little cassettes. This one happens to be from Miltex, and it's the Thompson Dental Kit we've modified, and I'm going to show you now some of the instruments that are in this kit. And the kit contains a size 0 mirror, endo plugger, cotton pliers, Stewart probe, and the UPI, Universal Placement Instrument, and color-coded handles on all of the instruments so that you can have red for one setup, green for another, blue, yellow, whatever. So let me talk to you about all of these in detail. We have over here a Stewart probe Stewart probe is like a DG16 instrument, except it's much stronger, and it doesn't bend if you happen to trying to dig some cotton out. It doesn't bend the little tip on it. Stewart probe, here's a close-up of that. Stewart probe is a very sharp instrument. It's like a DG16 Explorer, except that it's made out of piano wire up in here, which is very strong. I actually dropped this thing on the floor one time, and it stuck in the floor. And it didn't bend the tip, by the way. Also in here, we've got a size 0 mirror. Now, you may be thinking, well, why do we need such a tiny mirror? If you're working in the mouth and you find that you've got your handpiece, the mirror, and the clamp on the rubber dam all back in that area, sometimes it's just not enough room to see what you're doing. If you look at the difference in sizes between a standard number 2 mirror and a size 0 mirror, you'll see that the size 0 is all you really need for any of your root canals, because that's going to be much larger than your access opening, and that's the whole key. And this is the oral light, something I really couldn't practice dentistry without. You can use it for transillumination of teeth. You can use it to locate cracks because the light doesn't cross the crack. And you can also use it to locate the canal openings. Turn your dental light off, put this light underneath the rubber dam, and it will make the pulp chamber glow from within. And you'll find it very, very easy to locate canals using this device, something you really want to get. And one more thing before we close for today. The last tip I'm going to talk about is the Ultradent capillary tips. Ultradent makes a nice adapter that fits on your high-speed suction, and on the tip of that you can place one of these capillary tips. They're in this little jar here, and the tip itself goes down in the canal, which allows you to suction the canal out. And if you place that tip down in the canal, what will happen is you'll be able to suction most of the fluid out before you ever have to use a paper point. This will save you a lot of time, and also you'll find that the canals will get drier quicker. Well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed this string of pearls today, and I hope that you've got a couple of pearls that you can take home and use right away. I'm Dr. Kit Weathers, and I'll see you again next week.